And we're live. Okay. Hello all. Hello world. It's been a bit of a long past 1.5 weeks, but yeah, I'm here again. I've mostly healed from the whole wisdom teeth surgery thing, and I'm back on campus, and I'm ready to stream again. Yeah. So after after that brief hiatus, this is day 122 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Um, Last time I think I planned all of this stuff out. Um, I don't particularly remember a lot of it. It's been a second, but yeah. Today my goal is to just get resituated. Maybe like keep working towards some of this stuff, but for the most part, just like try to ease myself back into streaming and back into working on this project. Yeah, I've low-key been a bit of a bum for the past week and a half, and I've written actual zero code. So hopefully there's some degree of regularity coming back, and I can at least get on the treadmill again. Yeah. So I guess we can get straight into this. Did I pull already? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to commit this last time, so I definitely committed it today. What did I do last time? We did some... Okay, we did parser stuff. Oh, right, we were trying to figure out what the best way to do fees is. I still don't know what the best way to do fees is, but we will... I think I ended up on this, like, coalesce thing. It feels a little bit silly, to be honest. I might actually just get rid of coalesce and just replace it with a move, to be honest. Let's ask ChatGPT real quick. Yeah. Let's... Okay. Let's close the sidebar. Have a... compiler IR that destroys SSA. Should it have an intermediate? What am I calling this? Should I have a temporary instruction for fee or coalesce? Represent it with a move and let's do it. Remove copies during fragile lock. Okay, yeah. All right, I don't care about the rest of this answer. Let's go to LC. Good to see you today. Okay, so I guess we could just get rid of this, to be honest. I don't think we particularly need that. Yeah. This also goes with the whole mess that goes with like SSA destruction and stuff, because I guess if we go back to here, there was this thing about like splitting critical edges and building conventional SSA. That's necessary here for I guess just to get this working, because the copies will be in the previous block, not the upcoming block at least. Yeah, so what we want to do with that is we want to make it so there's not a situation where we can't, I guess, do that. I explained that really poorly, but it'll make sense. It'll make sense in a week, I promise. Okay. So I guess we can just nuke all of that now. Let's get rid of... Yeah, we can just get rid of this, to be honest. Which is really funny, because I committed it earlier today. Oh, that's good, Ahmed. Good to see you. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's just clear all of this out in here. Where else do you stream? Just on YouTube. I've been missing in action for a little bit, so I guess my presence is a little bit diminished, but it is what it is. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we can get rid of those now. What's wrong here? Oh yeah, I don't use list anymore because we don't have fees. Or at least we don't have fees in the direct sense. We don't care about that anymore because we don't sort. Okay, data size is fine, this is fine, this is fine, okay. So now we need to clean everything else up real quick. Let's fix that. Yeah, so the idea here is when we have a fee, we're like, it's a, I guess, it's making one, I guess, how do I even explain what a fee is? I guess it's like a quote-unquote instruction. It doesn't really exist, but it pretty much says like these variables are, I guess, depending on which control flow path this code is executed from, yeah, depending on the control flow path, this is the value in the variable. So we can kind of represent that with a copy, and then we can just delete extraneous copies later on. That's gonna be my plan for this, at least. Oh, that's good news. Good to see ya. It's it's been a second. Yeah, I am back. Everything still hurts a little bit, but it's bearable at least. So I guess I can't really complain too much. Okay, we need to figure out what to do here. Make copies in. Oh wait, this is messy actually. Yeah, that's really annoying. Yeah, I'll figure out what to do here later. For now, I just want it to compile again, at least. Working on lighting in OpenGL? Ooh, fun stuff. Okay, here we are. Okay, let's just make this a move instead. Oh, we need to do a lot of messy stuff with this. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do any of this. Do you stream on your Twitch? No. I want to at least try to not deal with Twitch shenanigans as much as possible for the time being. It's just not really something I'm particularly interested in. I have my reasons for that. Okay. Where is extend? This is a move. This takes extend none. Size. We'll just do that. Yeah, we can. So we copy that. I saw Valorant. Yeah, I mean, when I did like esports stuff more involvedly, I did stream on Twitch for that, but it just seems like a mess to sort through that. So I feel like it makes more sense for me at least to just like keep all my coding stuff on YouTube and keep all the Valorant on Twitch at least. Okay, let's change this to EAX again. Or wait, we want to keep that. It's a move, we want... Okay. That looks good. And then we have more fees because I did a terrible job on this. This should just be a copy. Let's just make this move ASM for clarity, and then we want move. What is fee list? This is dumb. Maybe we do need a way to constrain anyway. Or I guess we could just like, we could constrain based on the instruction. I'll worry about that later. I'm not concerned about this right now. Okay, so this should be left. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, that fixes all of that up, which is nice. Okay. I think that's everything there, at least. Try rebuilding. It's probably gonna fail. It appears to not be failing. That's good. Okay, yeah. The tests will definitely break because we've changed some stuff in terms of like how code is generated, but yeah, it at least builds, which is a good sign. I guess we could test it real quick. Let's give it square. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna need like, we probably want to figure out how to do like return value stuff. I think we still do need like the constraint sort of thing, which is really funny, but we'll figure it out. What's learning technique you use in tech? Yeah, I still do use generative AI. Like, I did this literally at the start. I just try not to use it for writing the code for me, because, well, part of the purpose of this is for me to learn C++ in a more reasonable way. So I would like to at least write some of that code more by hand so I can get more used to C++ just in general. But like in terms of like figuring out what to do, I think generative AI is pretty useful for that at least. Need a, yeah. So like for instance, I forgot that I need to like mark constraints for things. So need to constrain some virtual variable registers. ECX for shift, IX for return, function params, etc. That's the best way to mark that in my IR. That doesn't help me. Okay, well I guess that makes sense. Let's go. It's good to see ya. Yeah, it's been a rough 1.5 weeks. Yeah, hopefully this stays more consistent from here forwards at least. Yeah, it doesn't hurt anymore for me to just exist without ibuprofen, so I figured that was a reasonable time to pick up streaming again. Ooh, actually, this is an interesting way to do this. I might do that. That's interesting. Okay, I like this idea. I'm gonna do that, I think. Okay, what other instructions do I have here at least? We have like this unknown thing. We don't have virtual anymore, I think, right? Yeah, okay. This is good. I like how this looks more. It feels less like another IR just kind of stapled in there. Okay, let's add all. What did I do here? I lied. Or actually, git log. What did I call it? Git add, or commit. I lied. No coalesce. I'm still a little loopy, evidently. Okay. So we want to add something to operand in some way. How do we want to do this? How many days has it been? It was like 1.5 weeks. After 1 week, I was like technically good, but there was still a lot of residual soreness that I didn't really enjoy. So I held off on streaming for a bit. I was like technically good to go on Thursday, but I kind of just wanted to chill, honestly. Like I flew back here yesterday, which was Friday. So I figured I may as well just take the extended break and call it a day. Okay. So let's go back to operand. We want a way to like extend virtual register. I think we want some sort of a decorator for it, which is awkward, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Okay, we can just add another place to track things here. We want a vector of std unique Twitter to. I guess we want like a constrain wrapper thing. So yeah, we can keep this kind of singleton-y representation, but we can add another layer. So we have like constrained virtual register. This is a public register. Actually, well, we'll just find out if this is a thing. Is this a thing? Let's just do that. Surely this is fine. Let's actually ask ChatGPT. In C++, I have class A extends. So we have class A, class B extends public A, class C extends public B, and I cast something of class C to A. Yes, okay. I probably should have known that, but yeah, we will use static cast, I think. No, we will use dynamic cast. Alright, let's do this. Although this name is very unwieldy. Yeah. We'll just do it like this and call it a day for now. I'll rename it when it gives me trouble. Okay, we can steal all of that. We can override that. This needs to be virtual now. Okay. Okay. Is this what we need? Do we care about get name? We do care about get name. We want. So we also want the constraint, and the constraint should be a register num, I believe. Constraint. Instead of this, we can give it virtual register star reg, and then we want a register star constraint, I think, right? Do we want a register star? I guess if it's just a reg, it doesn't matter, but we'll just do that for now. I think that makes sense. Here we want virtual register star reg, I think. We can do that. I guess we'll figure out very quickly if we want to store register num or yeah, register num or just register. We'll find out very quickly, just based on the use case, and then we can redesign the data structure as necessary. We want toString here. We definitely want virtual register star get reg. Yeah, we want to override toString. I don't think we care about get name anymore then, if we're just getting the register, and then we can do that, and then constraint. Okay. Yeah, we should only have one constraint per thing. Okay. I think that's good for this data structure. So let's just scroll through this slush again. We want this. Where do we want this? Oh geez, this is a mess. We want it before address. We want it all here. Let's close out of that. Let's, if I can like keyboard again. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's the correct split. Let's just put that in there. Reg constraint is constraint. What's wrong here? Wait. Oh. Wait. Do you want me to just make this a physical register then? I guess if this is... this really sucks. This is not a great way to design this, actually. This is quite an abhorrent way to design this. Okay, let's... Maybe we just make this register then? We can do register. This takes in register num virtual. Yeah, we can just do that for now, and then figure out what to do from there. This is not a putter. Okay, cool. Okay, let's turn. We should just steal this, I think. What am I stealing? Oh, wait, duh. We want reg to string, and then I'm gonna add. Actually, want let's make this interesting. And then we want. We want to steal this thing. Actually, we could just steal everything in there. And we can do that, and then we're gonna just close it off. Oh Jesus, this is ugly. Instead of reg, we want constraint instead. There we go. Okay, that looks correct at a glance. We will see how usable this is. I don't think anything is constrained by virtual register anywhere. Like we make one here, and then all of this is constructor or getters / constructor related stuff. Yeah, okay. So I don't think this constraint will matter because we'll just be calling super, at least I think for the most part. We might like dynamic cast to see if it is a constrained register, but like we'll be calling it directly from constraint, I think. So I'm not concerned about that. This seems fine for now, at least. Okay, we want to make constraint. We want a way to make constraint, so let's update operand manager. We kind of want to just copy this, unfortunately. Advice for a math undergrad trying to get into SUI, specifically ML. I'm gonna be honest, ML is not really my forte. I'm not really sure how applicable my advice will be, just because like I'm literally not in the place you want to go. I'm like a little bit tangential to that, but I think it's still very, at minimum, I think it's helpful to at least be familiar with like the large ML frameworks. I wouldn't be surprised if that's something you need to do. Also just like work on, make sure you're always learning about the newest developments in ML. I imagine it's like pretty academic at least, so it's probably a good idea to like maybe read some of the big papers. If you don't know what a transformer is yet, you definitely have a lot to learn in that regard, at least. But yeah, I'd probably reach out to someone that is like in ML and in a place that you want to be yourself as well. What's good, Frank? Advice for a psych undergrad trying to make money. Yeah, that might be a little bit rough. I'll get back to you on that. Ask me after break. Okay, we want a way to make a register. Yeah, it's a bit rough there. So this should be constraint, and then we want we want to do that. Okay, I don't think, oh, I should do this again. I don't think I need to update the constructor. Yeah, I don't even have a constructor actually, so there definitely isn't anything that needs to be updated there. This is very boring, but yeah, we can do that. Instead of addresses, this should addresses. This should be constrained. Oh, I need to do that. It cuts off. That's really annoying. Do that. Instead of this, we want to make a constraint register. What the hell? So reg and constraint. Instead of addresses back, constrain registers back. Huzzah. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. So then we can use this somewhere, question mark. Okay, we need it in like, where was it again? Instruction. No, when we're making the instruction. Okay, it's in tree tiling, I think. Oh, it's here. This is where the Git history would be nice to look at, but I'm lazy. Do that. And then we want just do that for a second to fix the indent. Is there like a, there's no pass in here, so we can't really do anything with that. Okay, we want to constrain something. I think dest? Right? Is that what we're constraining? We're looking for shift. Just do this. First operand. So wait. Oh god, this is Intel, right? Okay, we're looking at the cheat sheet again. Surely this has shift in it. Yes, okay. Destination, okay. Okay, so it is just like normal. So we want to constrain destination, at least. So we want om get constrain register. We can give it dest, and then we want to give it ECX. That's a virtual register. Damn it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to do that, I think. Okay, this is annoying. Static cast to LR register star. Yeah, this is just slop. This really is just slop. I hate this. But then this is a okay. I think I should just Okay, we're gonna... Let's just auto this again. We're gonna change our data structure. Because I was wrong. My assumption was very much wrong. So this is a virtual register. We don't care about reg anymore then, which is nice. We just want to add git constraint here. That should just cast, right? Or no, this breaks a lot of things actually. Okay, what am I doing here? So this should be, we should make a virtual register off of the, no, that's wasteful. This should probably extend virtual register. This is like definitionally a virtual register. It's just gonna be a little bit ugly, I fear. Yeah, so let's just get rid of that as well. Yeah, we can just do that at least, I guess. Yeah, okay. What's in Harpoon? That's not... Wait, that is where I wanted to go. Wait. Wait. Okay. So we can avoid that static cast now. And then, okay, everything works. Even if a little bit ugly inside. Okay, so this constrains the register. And then we can use that. Life is good. Okay. Let's rebuild this. Let's see how the constraints work. And if this works, then we can also just like constrain all the other, we can constrain all the other things that we're like trying to figure out what to do with. Yeah, okay. Looks like it builds. Let's run the thing again. Oh, right, that doesn't help us. Let's give it op, maybe? Okay, so that's segfaults. So that's not supposed to happen. Let's spell grind it. Let's see where it breaks. Stack Overflow, what? Why is the stack overflowing? What changed? Is there like a good stack trace anywhere? String. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not ideal. Okay, that's... I think I know where that is. I have a guess. So why don't we just do name? Protected name. Yeah. Let's actually... Two-string there was fine. Oh. Super two-string, C++. Yes. That was so stupid. Okay, so we want virtual register two-string. 1 left shift X mod Y. Oh, interesting. So I nuked all of my fees and I just made copies. So presumably that resolves that. I just decided fees were just causing too much of a mess, and I'll delete fees and just insert copies earlier, and I will do whatever else later. And my forma constraint is just I guess another register type, I guess. I wanted it to be a decorator, but why? So okay, it doesn't crash anymore. That's a good sign. Okay, well it prints very uglily, but I guess that works. It's constrained properly, I think. I guess I don't need it before here? I guess I just need it on the shift, so you can just throw that there like that. Yeah, we can just do that, I guess. Also, let's make this not print uglily. Need a space. How'd you learn most of this stuff? Through coursework? Yes. And also just like working through the various big textbooks. Yeah, this is the one that I'm like trying to follow, at least for what I'm currently doing. It's the Big Muchnick book. It's pretty much just a pile of optimization stuff. So that should be fun. But yeah, I'm mostly coasting off of like, at least for like this part, a lot of the stuff I'm doing is influenced heavily by like the one compiler class I've taken before, which covered the front end and the back end, but I low-key didn't really, I was like a lot less academically mature, so I don't think I learned as much as I could have from it, so I'm pretty much just like redoing some of the stuff from scratch to hopefully get a little bit more out of it. And also it's just a fun project, at least. Okay, huzzah. So you're just constrained there. Life is good. Yeah, of course. Actually, let's just throw another if block in here. Actually, let's not do that. Okay. That's that. Add constrained operand. Wait. register. Operand's a little bit too broad there. Here, what did we change? We add constraint for a shift register. What else do we want to constrain again? Oh, we wanna do things in tree gen again. Yeah, there's so many to-dos here. I'm not looking forward to this. Okay, so let's. What am I doing here? Maybe I should like keep some sort of a, not necessarily basic block, but like some sort of a block structure at some point here, so I can at least like keep things for like insert points for like fees and predecessors, or copies for fees in the block's predecessor. Unless we want to do some like look ahead crazy shenanigans. We could just like look forwards for all the fees and then insert. Yeah, we could do something like that maybe. Okay. So this is what we want to do. So we can mark the parameter now. Do we even need to mark this? Wait, why don't I just make moves? Why don't I just make more copies? And then do something with them later? Why do I even need this whole constraint thing? Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's open that up again. Okay. How about I just insert these and okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna nuke the speed of our code just for this. Yeah, we get rid of copy. We do copy coalescing, hopefully. So that should be interesting. All right, let's undo that. Two values in RDI and RSI, but they need to be swapped. I see what you're saying. I mean, presumably that would that even be an outcome here? Oh wait, no, that would. Yeah, that's awkward actually. I don't have an answer to that off the top of my head. In worst case, I might just like spill and call it a day, but Regalok is hard. Yeah, I will worry about that when I get there actually. Yeah, let's get rid of this thing. Let's just copy. Okay, let's get log. Okay, let's copy that. Oh, that's ugly. That's really awkward. Okay. Alright, we have just ruined my life. Whoops. Let's figure out what I'm doing here now. So the current state of this. Okay, constraint is gone. So we can just stick copies everywhere and cry, I guess. Okay, let's do that in here real quick. Right, is it here? No, it's not here. It is there. Ah, okay. Okay, here we are. So how do we want to handle that case? Do I want to just move them to C and then, or the C register, do the shift, and then, yeah, that's how we want to do it. Okay, let's just try that again. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that, and then instead of dest here, yeah, we want to move to RCX. What is the best way to do this? This sucks. This really sucks. Do we want to just like stick a move in the middle actually instead of like prematurely optimizing this, I guess? Because then that's like more coalescible at least. It feels like. I don't know. So I'm thinking here, as we're doing like... Actually, wait, no. What if... No, we collaborate. It might just be better to mark, actually. It might actually just be better to mark it. Yeah, this is not fun. I see. Okay, yeah. So should I wrap? Oh. Oh, wait, okay, I might just be botting out, actually. Okay. Okay, so I constrained the wrong register anyway, so that's, I guess, fine. Accidentally. What did I have before? Because I think what I had before was correct. Like, before I did anything today. Like here. Yeah, actually it's just in here. So let's look in here. This was in LA Archery, I think. This is in tiling? I think this is in tiling. Yeah, it was in tiling. Okay. So we just constrained. What are we constraining? It's destination. Okay. Wait, I might have done it wrong then. That's funny. Okay, so I definitely did it wrong. Okay. Cool. What is the best way to do this? Maybe I should just keep the constraint thing, actually. It does make sense for cases like this. I'm thinking a scenario where something already exists in RCX/ECX. And then this breaks liveness. Okay, we're reverting the revert, actually. Yeah, okay. So let's unrevert the changes. How the hell do I... Okay, let's just... Okay, let's ask a question that nobody should be asking. Get revert a revert. So we want to... Get reset. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what does... Wait. Get... So what does arrow... Or what does the caret do? And it's all local, it should be fine. Oh, I see. Do that again. Shift register. Okay, this is correct. Okay. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me. Okay. Okay, cool. So we're back to we have reverted the revert, which is nice. I'm glad I did that. Okay. So I think this constraint thing does make sense, at least just from like a liveness perspective. Hide tilde in? Yeah, that one I knew before. But low-key that's annoying to write, so spamming arrow is pretty funny. Okay, let's look in here again. I like this sort of constraint thing that we have here. It's not like the prettiest, but it'll do. I think I need to clean up liveness again, but I'll figure out what to do with that, with constraints at least. Oh, actually, what does liveness print now? Okay, what does this even print again? I'm gonna print liveness. Let's see what happens. Da, 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 da. Okay, where's our liveness output? Okay, here we are. Where's our constraint thing then? There we are. Ew. That makes a mess. Okay. So then I guess we just print it without, we do it without the constraint maybe? I guess that's what we need to do. Register. Okay, I'll clean this up later. Let's add all the other constraints real quick. Okay. So that all lives in, I don't remember. Should all be in here, right? Yeah. Okay, that's all in here. Is this pop stuff correct? I don't know, we'll figure that out later. I guess here we can just use moves, to be honest. Right, this is start a function. Huh. Wait. Do I even need to do anything with that? Or do I just need to like do that later on when I use it? I definitely need it on like return. That I definitely need. But I feel like that one I can just clobber it and call it a day. I don't particularly care. I've definitely made a mistake somewhere. Okay. We could also just modify the return to maybe to hold an optional register of some sort. Yeah, this is awful. I really hate this. Okay. Maybe we could just make like a preamble instruction, maybe? I don't know. This is awful. Okay, let's just... I'm going back to marking with an attribute. How do I do this with params? Heh. Wait, what? Oh, wait, that's cool. I didn't think about that, I guess. Okay, let's do the really lazy thing. Let's just give it our entire this thing. Okay, so we've done this. What the okay. I like don't completely hate this actually. What if I just used move for we can use the attribute for shift. So the shift reg we want moving parameters into alright, no, that one, those should be explicit, I think, right? Ugh, this is awful. I guess that makes sense, but like... Oh. This is so awful. I hate doing all of this. I guess this makes sense. So we can do moves inside. I should do that. This is... I'm like getting a headache from thinking about this. I guess that makes sense. That also makes sense. Okay. Okay, that answers none of my questions though. Okay, we might want to just update the way we encode call. We could make call just take a bunch of parameters and then just stick the parameters in there, and then we can use that to generate calling convention later. I guess we could also use that just to make another IR as well. Yeah, that might be what we have to do. Or we could just like handle, we could make it like possibly null. Or we could just handle null differently, at least. Yeah, I think we will just do that. Yeah, we can like figure out how to generate calling convention later. This is miserable. Here we should probably do moves though, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, these we should do moves. Luckily for me, I think I used to do that, so we can do a little bit of theft. Let's go back to another commit. Maybe it's in here? Presumably it's in here. Let's look in here. It's not there. It's in here. Right? Yeah. Is this a good idea? Yes, yes it was. We're just gonna copy that back here again. Okay, we need to clean some things up real quick. Definitely steal that. Instead of this though, wait, no, we do need that. Okay, we're just gonna copy this again. Okay, we have literally just reverted this section, actually. So I guess we are kind of generating calling convention in a way. Crap, okay. This is fine. I think this is reasonable. I don't think we should do this without pop, maybe? let's give this to ChatGPT. I'm curious what this vomits out. Should I pop? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's... How do we do this? Yeah, let's do it without popping. Let's make like... We have the parameter names. We can just throw it in there, right? Yeah, we can just... We can just do a move, right? Okay, let's... Yeah, okay, that makes complete sense, actually. Okay, let's steal that again. Oh, wait, actually, we can... Okay, wait, some things are definitely not right here. Okay, this is not a quad word, this is a double word. Should be size. We should just do that instead. And then we can just determine source based off of that, because we're kind of just like... We don't care about that for now. Let's just... Okay. So we can do... The source equals... If param_num is less than 6, then it's this. Otherwise, it is... How the hell did I do this? That. Otherwise, it is... Get address. So then we have... I swear we do something here above somewhere with like stack. Yeah. Yeah, we can just resolve stack bar? No, we can't. Oh. Okay. We can do that. We can do... We can do RSP there. Yeah, I can leave them where they are. Yeah, past me really did not know what he was doing, evidently. So this is not what I want, I think. This was correct. Instead of make unique here, okay, so let's just RSP here. Okay, I can't just like one line this, I think. This will... What if I just one line it anyway? Yeah, what could go wrong? Well, what could possibly go wrong here? And how large is this again? This is 4. Yeah, we do 4. 4 times param num minus 6, I think. Is that right? Surely that's correct. Okay, this is gonna be messy. Get immediate with Jesus Christ, this is awful. Okay, let's do operand star. Okay, we can just auto that. Let's just what am I doing? Let's static cast this to operand star. So we can get that. We want a static cast to operand star. Seventh arg is located at, I see. Yeah, okay. Wait. Yes, okay, I see. So then this is painful. Okay. This is all my own doing as well as the funniest thing. Is the unsigned thing gonna bite me here? Wait, what the fuck? So what does this take? Base index skill displacement. Yeah, let's get rid of this first. Wait, okay. Oh, I see. So +8, yeah, okay, yeah. So we want to do that, and then we want to... do that. 8 plus that. Jesus Christ, that's ugly. Holy hell. Arg's gonna be cured? Really? I guess sure, that makes sense. Okay, we're just gonna do that then. But Jesus Christ, this is awful. Okay, how did I encode these in here? We want base displacement. We might not have that. We might not have the base displacement. Okay. Okay, how did I handle null? This is very important. I need to figure out how I handled null. I guess there's not a moment where I did that, right? Wow, okay. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that for addition? I guess add's like good enough, right? So. Okay, so how did I encode null though? Okay, so I did want just 0. Holy hell, this is ugly. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter here, but like still. Okay, this is so ugly. Okay, does this look correct? This is not 4, this should be 8, presumably. Okay, let's get rid of 1 layer of that. We can like do that. And it'll get folded, I don't care. Okay, so we have source. Let's throw that down here. Size is fixed, so we can just do that. There you go. Okay. Maybe I should just make a constructor for this that assumes the same size. No extent, just size source dest. That might be useful for the future. But holy hell, what am I doing with my life? Okay. Yeah, okay, let's do that. And then we can copy coalesce those and I'm not as concerned. Okay, let's just rebuild. I'm scared what this is gonna vomit out. This might just break. What do we give it? Let's give it that, maybe? What is this doing again? Okay, we might need more parameters. Okay. I guess that's probably important to test now that I think about it. I'm not really sure why I didn't test it up to this point. Let's call it super fun. Int A, int B, int C, int D, int E, int F, int G, int H. We'll do that. We'll just do that. I don't know. Oh, 0. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Okay, that looks wrong. Oh, wait. I see. Wait. What am I doing? Wow, this is awful. Okay, I guess that makes sense, yeah. We have a lot of intermediate values. I guess this should generate without, regardless, right? Yeah. So those look good. Wait. Yeah, those look good. I think these look good. Yeah, these look good. Okay. 6, 7, huh. Okay. Add source. Okay. Oh, we figured out prems. Prem moving. Okay. I'm not sure why I hadn't written a test for this up to this point. Okay, anyway. So that's one to do. This one we should figure out what the hell we want to do here. We could just like, we could throw this into call and we could just generate calling convention like at the very end with CodeGen proper. Let's ask ChatGPT. Where should I? Offsets are gonna break when you add prologue. Oh yeah. Ah. Okay. This is great. Yeah, that's really annoying. Okay. What even is the best way to do this then? Let's start. That's not Godbolt. Okay. Okay, let's go back to this thing. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, let me... Yeah, okay. Maybe I just do like a stack arg thing. And this is... Or wait. So this is source dest. Is this? Okay. GCC uses frame pointers like this. It's gonna be different in more ways. Okay, I need to properly understand calling convention. What's it called again? Yeah. Is it this? Yeah. Oh. Ah, okay. I guess what is the proper way to do this? What if I just... Okay. God damn it. This is more rough than I expected it to end up. Somehow. Okay, Okay. The other thing we could do is we could just be lazy and update this. F omit frame pointer. Huzzah. Okay. Great. That helps me plenty. Okay, let's do like... This does not bring me joy. Let's just cause problems real quick. I forgot how large the space is. Maybe I just give it more parameters until it gives me real problems. So let's just do okay, we need to rename those, but let's throw more stuff at it. I definitely threw it in the wrong place, evidently. Okay, this is not bringing me joy. This does not bring me joy whatsoever. Um. Hmm. Why is this? This is not doing what I want it to. I don't know. The PMO. The lazy thing to do here is I could just like fix this when this breaks. Yeah. I might just do that even. Actually, okay. Function prolog that saves non. Okay. I don't know how to generate an example that will force that. What if... Is it incorrect to do that after this? How do we engineer this? How do we engineer this correctly? Okay, we're just gonna make an new plan. New plan. We're just gonna make a new operand. It's just gonna be stack. It's gonna be like stack arg. And then we will generate it later once we worry about that. This might be the least awful way to do it, but it's just permanently doomed, I guess. Yeah. Class stack arg. Okay. This extends public operand. Will this mess with liveness? Surely not. Okay. Yeah, we can just give this a number. Argnum. This is how you know I've like really given up. Yeah, let's just copy that real quick. This is so stupid. Yeah, we'll just do that. This does not bring me very much joy. Is there a better way to do this, or is this actually just like the only way to do that? Because I would hate if this was the only way to. We'll just do it like this. And then we will deal with that when we get there. Is this even correct though? How do we propagate this? Man, this is hard. This is really hard. This is terrible. Emit. What if I made a new operand? Okay, alright, okay. Alright, okay. Okay. Is there a reason that this should be quad word? Or like, is there a reason this shouldn't be just double word even here? Or is this... Oh, okay, yeah, I see. This is not enjoyable. Okay, let's just do that, I guess. Let's just make a stack arg and call it a day. As if we haven't made enough of a mess here. So let's put this like here, I guess. Or here. Argnum is argnum. Yeah, we could probably find a way to replace it in when the time comes. Okay, so let's return. What am I doing here? So we want like stack and then thing here, I guess. Yeah, that works. We'll do that. Semicolon. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Well, let's just do that. And then instead of this thing. I might have deleted too much. Okay. So we want. This is dumb. Okay, and then we want like we want to store stack args somehow. So let's just do another map, I guess. Why am I doing this? Why actually did I think this was a good idea? This was just objectively an awful idea. Yeah. Okay, let's not do it. Does this matter? Cause this is probably fine, right? Yeah, unique information wise that should be fine. We want like stack arg star get stack arg. This should just be an array. I don't know. I don't. This is enough of a headache. Let's just do that. Let's just paste that here. What could possibly be wrong here? What? Bruh. Okay. Okay, cool. So we can do that. Let's just give it get stack arg. Let's just give it like what? 6 minus param num. I guess we can do that. Okay. This sucks. This really sucks. I hate this so much. Okay. The fact that we're just throwing more different types of operands at the problem is not the solution I ever expected I would be writing, but here we are, I guess. Okay. This is fine. Add that. Stack RQ. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next to-do. Okay. Hmm. So we want... Oh, right, okay. Okay, I'm a victim of my own... a victim of my own code. Let's do that. No, do that. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Example in Discord. Yeah. Yeah, that helps a little bit. I guess this will be a lot more useful once I once I get to the point where I'm actually gonna resolve this now, but yeah. Headache. I need to like stare at this for a second. Yeah, okay, that will cause a lot of problems for me. But that's fine, I can... Surely it will not be annoying for me to to generate this in the future once I generate the rest of calling convention. Okay. Before my head explodes, I will... Yeah, these are the problem children. Are these? I guess. Yeah, anyway. That will be my fate. Or yeah, the moves are useless, but at least the offsets at least. The fact that they're in that order, I suppose. But these are... Okay, wait. Okay, let's place these points again. Oh, I don't have Vim. Okay, let's... There we go. Okay, so it is just... Yeah, okay. Huh. Do like what? Let's make these all long again, except for this. We can do like int. Do like that, and then let's throw in like J here maybe. Okay. Okay, so we do just like extend, I guess, which makes sense. Okay, so we do need to do that thing. Wait. Wait, so then, oh, minus, I see. Okay, so it is quad word. Okay. But then... Okay, cool. I guess we'll figure that out in a second. I guess we'll have to do that here. This is stupid. Okay. Okay, we're giving call params and we're giving ret params, I guess. That is how we will. So that's how we'll resolve this. And this, actually. I'll get params. This one. How did I do that so poorly? That I do not care about. That I will figure out what to do with. We'll figure out what to do with this later. How do I make this not awful? Fee, we need to figure that out eventually. Wait, why am I marking it here? What? Oh, wait, I see. Here we can just do a move, actually. Right, we don't need to mark anything here. Alright, no, we do need to mark it. Yeah. Okay. I guess we could just give this one more parameter as well. And then that can kind of mark as well. This is terrible. This is actually terrible. So we want arg list, and I guess we want like return reg maybe. Yeah. I guess we could do that. And that's like reasonable-ish. And then the hope is that we can nuke it. Can't fix alignment right before the call. Oh. Okay, yeah. Let's throw that up here instead. Yeah. Good call. Cause like call. Okay. Where am I getting pinged? Oh, I see. Okay. I guess we could just do that in the call, maybe? Is there a place we can just do like a mark or something? I don't know. We might just stuff this into the call. That might be the play. Yeah, we will stuff it into the call, and then and pray nothing goes wrong. Okay, let's serve this up here instead, like that. Yeah, we can mark the arg registers as well, and we can generate the push later, maybe? Is there a reason to do it here? You know what, we don't even need to fix alignment yet, we can just do that later. Why am I doing it here? Let's just mark all the registers here. And we'll deal with that slush later. This is terrible. This is a terrible experience. Okay, we're gonna update call. And we can just like check that the other parameters are null / empty, I guess. Okay, let's go to like where the hell I am. Let's go here. So on label, vector of this should be args, and then we want an operand for return, or is it just the register, I guess? How am I designing this? We'll just do operand for now. Yeah, operand for now. This should be return, maybe. Oh, I can't do that. Ret. do that. Okay, this is awful. This is truly terrible. Actually, well, we can just do that for now. I'll decopy things in the future. Wait. Okay, this is the only place I have a vector. I'll just const that. May as well start now. Why haven't I been making things const before, honestly? That was very irresponsible of me. Okay, so we want so we just need to add these two. We're gonna need to figure that out later. Let's update this first. Huzzah. And then we want, just copy this over. It also just occurred to me that this stuff down here was off screen. Apologies. Let's move that up a little bit like that. There we go. First try. Okay, so now we need to figure out what to do with that. Actually, wait, what am I doing there? I guess that's technically not correct. Okay, let's figure this out. Yeah, so we don't actually care about generating the push anymore. So we can just... We actually just don't care about this, I think. Period. Just do that. So the value star. We want operand star. Args. Okay, that looks... These are value star, so for each value star in there, this takes value star. Okay. Okay. We can do that. We can even do that. This actually, everything is simplified a lot. So we want oh, we just want to do I actually. Alright. Yeah, okay. So we can do that. So we get name, args, ret. Cool. Okay, we need to update the toString, I guess. Is this all that we changed here? Okay, yeah. Okay, so then we want to so we want if I that. So we want that. And then if it has args, then what do we do here? Wait, is this just a ref anyway? Or this is probably oh. How are we gonna represent? Huh. God damn it. Life ruined once again. Okay. Okay. Sorry. What am I doing here? And we could just like decorate call and decorate return alternatively. You can just make like virtual call and virtual ret again, I guess. But I think I've learned my lesson, so I would like to avoid that if possible. Maybe it's not that bad though, right? Honestly. Yeah, this sucks. Surely it doesn't, surely we're not making that much of a mess this way. Okay, alright. I'm getting quite fatigued from this. We could just throw a unique pointer at it, or at this point we may as well just make like a virtual call or something. Oh, I hate everything here. I actually hate it. I hate it all. Okay. Okay, let's just keep that for now. Okay, we're just gonna defer this to next time. I'm not gonna commit anything here. We'll just push what we have. Yeah, I'm quite tired. We'll work on this next time. But yeah, I'd say this was a pretty successful first stream back at least. We've like kind of started working on this. The rest of this hopefully we should be able to finish by the end of next week. But we'll have to see how long everything takes. Anyways, I think that's about it. Thank you all so much for showing up today. It feels very good to be back streaming. If you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel and like the stream. It helps out a lot with the algorithm. Not that evidently I don't care enough about the algorithm, given that I haven't streamed in a second. Yeah, also while you're down there, if you haven't already, you should join the Discord. There's a lot of, it's the best place to get pinged when I go live and chat with everyone else. Everyone's really cool. Also down there is my LinkedIn, which I haven't been checking a lot. I should definitely check more. And also my GitHub. Feel free to add me on those to stay up to date with what I'm doing. Yeah, that's about it. Take care, y'all. Take it easy, and have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are.